He is the undisputed king of the current league and the NBA's all-time #1 small forward. At his peak in 2012 and 2013, LeBron James led the Miami Heat to dominate the NBA for 2 consecutive seasons. However, just as LeBron James was about to establish a three-peat dynasty in San Antonio, the rise of an unheralded up-and-comer abruptly cut off James's path to legendary stacks. In the 2013-14 season, the Heat's Big Three continued their dominance in the Eastern Conference, displaying an unparalleled form right from the start of the regular season. The Heat's signature fast-break offense and suffocating high-pressure defense once again put this championship team at the top of the East. The Miami Heat seemed to be on the verge of establishing a dynasty, and LeBron James was also constantly setting new milestones for himself. During the season, he became the youngest player in history to reach 23,000 points, and he exploded to 61 points in a single game. All these stats showed that LeBron was still very much in his prime. At the end of the regular season, the Heat secured their playoff spot with 54 wins, finishing second in the Eastern Conference. In the first round against the Charlotte Bobcats, LeBron James had previously scored 61 points against them. However, when they met again this time, the Bobcats still put up no resistance. The Heat easily swept their opponents 4-0, with the Big Three led by James proving unstoppable. In the next round, they delivered a gentleman's sweep against the Nets, winning 4-1 and advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals once again. And their opponent was once again the familiar Indiana Pacers from last year, but this time the Pacers were no longer able to stop the Heat. The Heat's determination to win a 3rd consecutive championship was clearly something the Pacers could not match. After just 6 games, the Heat dispatched the Pacers with ease, advancing to the finals for the 4th consecutive year. LeBron James led the Big Three with their sights set solely on a three-peat, and this time, their opponent was the San Antonio Spurs. After the aging GDP trio suffered a heartbreaking lot in last year's finals, the now even more resilient veterans were focused only on revenge. These two familiar teams meet again on a collision course. Will the Heat achieve the remarkable feat of a three-peat, or will the Spurs avenge last year's defeat? Will the outcome be the same as before this time? The first game of the finals kicked off, but something completely unexpected happened. The air conditioning system in the Spurs' home arena broke down, with tens of thousands of fans packed inside. The venue became oppressively hot, humid, and LeBron James was even forced to leave the game due to cramps. The Heat lost their undisputed leader, and without anyone to rally around, they completely collapsed in the final quarter, allowing the Spurs to claim victory in Game 1. In Game 2 of the series, LeBron James had a breakout performance, scoring over 35 points and leading his team to a narrow comeback win by just 2 points. The series shifted to Miami for Game 3, and just when everyone thought the matchup would remain evenly balanced, the Heat, back at the American Airlines Arena, were overwhelmed by the Spurs' exhilarating team basketball, losing 2 straight games. Kawhi Leonard completely shut down LeBron James on both ends of the court. With the series score at 1-3, the finals had lost all suspense. By Game 5, the Big Three were completely fouled, forced to watch as the veteran trio of the Spurs, GDP, crushed them. Their dream of a three-peat dynasty was utterly shattered. They lost in the most decisive way, and this defeat directly broke up the once dominant Big Three. Meanwhile, the championship banners hanging in the Spurs' home arena burned like silver and black flames, marking the end of LeBron James' final chapter with the Heat. In the summer of 2014, while the rest of the Heat players were thinking about making a comeback the following year, a disheartened LeBron James made yet another major decision in his career.